decade since their first, the SKT legacy has been reignited. T1 will be your 2023 World Champions.
우리가 왜 월드 챔피언인지 보여줄게.
Berlin! Make some noise for your world champions, T1! Here to say a few words before Red Bull League of its Own takes place. With every ounce of air that you can muster, please welcome to the stage the greatest of all time, Faker! Wow, what an honor it is to meet you. You have traveled all over the world, competed around the world. How do you feel to be here with T1 competing in front of fabulous Berlin?
베이커님이 전 세계적으로 많은 곳에서 경기를 했는데요. 지금 유럽 베를린에서 베를린 관객들 앞에서 이제 경기를 하는데 어떤 기분이신지요?
이렇게 또 많은 분들이 와주셔서 정말 감사드리고 너무 경기에 또 와서
I'm so grateful to be here and in front of the Berlin audience. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We of course have fabulous Eden here, Faker's translator as well. 5 teams are looking forward to competing against T1 today. You've seen the league of its own format. How have you prepared? And are there any teams or players you're looking forward to competing against?
여기 있는 모든 팀들이 T1에 도전할 건데요. 어떻게 준비하셨나요? 그리고 혹시 기대되는 상대가 있으신지?
저희가 이제 결승전 끝나고 아직 실력이 남아있기 때문에 반드시 이긴다는 생각으로 준비했습니다. 그리고 G2가 제 기대가 됩니다.
So we played the Worlds and we are well trained, so we are looking very forward to play against all teams.
Okay. And lastly, you are the greatest of all time, the most decorated player. Make some noise for Faker, everybody! The most decorated player of all time. How does Faker continue to evolve and remain on top of the world?
페이커님이 리그 오브 레전드 역사상 제일 많은 월드 타이틀을 단 선수죠. 그리고 올해 4번째 월드 타이틀까지 차지하셨는데요. 앞으로 월드 탑으로 남기 위해 어떻게 성장할 예정이신가요?
저는 이제 제가 할 것들을 하고 팬분들께 좋은 기쁨을 드리기 위해서 노력하겠습니다.
Hello. I want to try my best to be on top of the world, and I will show you today.
You heard it right there, folks. We're going to ask you to get ready one more time. Give it up for Faker and T1! You may get your seats, gentlemen. Wow! What an honor! What a privilege there as well. We have got lots to look forward to here at Red Bull League of its own. Berlin, are you ready to get this show on the road? Good. We have a first team ready and waiting. They are homegrown, but will they manage to become local heroes and beat the world champions? Are you ready to meet their first challengers? I said, are you ready? Then let's do it. It's time to meet Big. They are getting ready into position right now. I am joined by Outlandish, their co-chief host. Make some noise, please! What a reception. Everyone is ready for this. It must feel incredible being here on home ground, playing in front of this fantastic German crowd.
It feels amazing. It's a crazy experience. I'm shaking a bit because it's a one-in-a-lifetime chance. Play against T1, but we will do our best.
We saw earlier on you competed, you managed to get this opportunity to face off against T1. How do you as a team prepare strategically to take on the world champions?
I mean, we go in with full confidence. We don't go with the expectation we lose or something. We just said maybe a few times a bit jokes. We said we clap them and we add in 20 minutes and stuff like that. But we're here to perform. We're here to make the Berlin crowd happy and proud, and especially to our big fans that came here all the way to just see us, see the new players, the new roster for next year, so we're excited.
How important do you think it is as well for the fans here today to support Big in this? We need them to make noise, don't we?
It's really important to support us, especially this a European team against T1. We need to perform against them, show the world that we can do decent plays against them, that we're not afraid of them, just show our highest potential. And ich might say one sentence in German. So, die Big Fans, die hier sind, als wir raufgekommen sind, man hört natürlich viel Buhen von den Eintracht Spandau-Fans, aber man hat die Big Fans gehört, die sind in unserem Herzen, wir sind hier, um euch stolz zu machen, und solange ich in der Liga bleibe, wird Eintracht Spandau niemals besser sein als wir.
It's been a real pleasure. Hey, best of luck today. One more time, would you please give it up for Team Big! Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo! What a big 10 minutes. It is all coming your way. Do not let the noise or the energy go down for a single second here. We're going to go back over to Shox and the team on the day. Shox, we have got ourselves one heck of a first game coming our way here at Red Bull League of its own.
We sure do. I'm super excited for it, for our viewers, since this is being sent out to the international audience. I believe he said, as long as I have anything to do with it, Eintracht Spandau will never be better than Big.
Yeah, I like the smack talk, guys. It seems there's a lot of fire here right now in the stadium.
Is that also what it is in the Prime League?
Yeah, for all the international fans out there, Big and Eintracht, they are both based in, well, I shouldn't say Berlin, but technically Spandau is part of Berlin.
Oh,
they
are you allowed to say that?
They are really specific about calling it separately. So they had a lot of derbies in the last months as well, and so far, I think it's been pretty close, but this one might settle it, at least for this year.
Yeah, that's actually a big one. No
Literally.
pun intended. But Big did just set aside Eintracht Spandau. Can you tell me a little bit about who to look out for, how they did it, and if we expect them to do it in a similar fashion versus T1?
Yeah, I think we already talked about this briefly. Denzi had an amazing game on Lee Sin. Showing up on this stage, performing like this as a newcomer to the biggest stage, now playing against T1. I mean, it's probably one of the best days of his life today. And I feel like if he can show up like he did in the first game, Oner might be in for a ride.
What a unit! Did you see the trailer? Like he's like even more professional than all the rest. Looking super menacing, looking into the camera, like everything flexing. I was like, if I was Oner, I mean Oner looks insane as well. Like also very. Sorry guys, I'm getting sidetracked here. But what I'm trying to say is that Denzi is an outstanding player. He had an amazing performance, kicking Power of Evil back into retirement, I wanted to say, but back off the stage and doing a fantastic performance. I also think Jessler has a lot of experience. I want to highlight him as well. Same for Chachi, my old buddy from the top lane who's been playing now for 10 years. He was already playing when Faker was not. So we have that going for us.
That's a boon.
Yeah, so that's...
Is he actually playing longer than Faker?
Yeah.
Holy moly.
So, yeah, old guy. But, you know, old but challenger, as we like to say in
it's like good wine, you know, it gets right.
Yeah, it gets better.
It's a Chachi. And yeah, I also look forward to it. He needs to negate Zeus, which I think is kind of becoming the new Faker. I think the outstanding player, outstanding performance. And here, a little bit of our prediction.
Yeah, we have some more wacky predictions, I guess, per match. So do you want to elaborate on yours? Shifi, T1 will win under 20 minutes. Is this only for the first match?
This is for only... of course.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think that would be very bold. Yeah. They will win under 20 minutes. I think every lane is on paper better. This is where my analytical heart is speaking. Okay, we have to say that. On the other side, of course.
Zola, 4-man tower dive against Faker.
I have slightly more faith in Big to make it past the 20-minute mark, and I think, like, when you get the chance to play against Faker, you have to kill him once.
It's true.
And by doing that, it's just putting all mid. Minion waves don't matter, jungle creeps, it doesn't matter, all go mid, dive him, kill him once, and then you already won.
What is macro?
They have already won if you kill him once.
The actual gameplay might be hard for them to match, but the mental gameplay, you guys are underestimating the German teams. You just saw it from the coach, being so bold against Eintracht Spandau. I'm very scared for T1, what they have in plan and store for them.
I'm super excited. It's also really interesting to see because we have so many factions of teams here.
We do,
Necessarily, I know there's a lot of big sounds right there also, specifically. They were cheering. Then there's a bunch of KC fans right over there with a banner saying no KC, no party. And they're always the loudest, but it's cool to see that there's so many different kind of fandoms. I know there was an Eintracht Spandau bus as well. I guess I didn't have to come that far because we're in Berlin. But anyways,
Berlin is quite big, you know. I come from Spandau as well. I drive over an hour to
That's a good point.
venue.
That's a good point. That's a good point. But I think that's kind of a really fun thing about doing this event as well. Zola, not just for kind of the German community, but all the regional leagues as well.
Yeah, for sure. It feels like everyone coming together, and so's the draft.
There we go, right into it.
Yeah, we have already the Oriana ban here from T1, and we have the Senna ban. The Oriana ban, of course, is a must ban right now. Blue side will always first pick it. And what we are very interested in is not only the bans. The bans right now, okay, sure. But the picks, because once T1 picked it, or Big picked it, those champions are out.
I mean, basically every pick is a ban as well, right? Just for T1 for the next game.
For T1, yeah.
And I think the big problem to solve for every team today is how can you make your bot lane not drive home after the game?
No, but it's
like how can you make them survive more than 10 minutes at lane against Guma and Keria?
Losing under 20 minutes because they are so dominant on all of the lanes. Chachi top lane, I was just like, this guy has to survive. Like just, hold the God of Thunder back and try to win it some way. We see the Kalista ban. I'm very, very sad. I was, rooting for Zeus Kalista top lane, but it's not gonna happen. And now we are checking for the first picks.
I mean, if I was Guma here, I would actually be a bit worried about his champion pool. His top laner wants to play ADC, his support, maybe Faker can pull out the Jhin mid lane as well. What do you play after 5
When
games?
the biggest enemy is in your own team.
Exactly.
T1,
Yeah, so-
Guma fighting with the rest. Varus pick! And now Guma cannot play Varus the entire tournament. That is gone until G2.
I thank you for reminding us, but the implications every time of that pick, it's kind of insane.
And anyone watching out there who's regularly following streams of high elo players knows this might not even be a bot lane Varus. We have a top lane Varus playstyle that's really been popping off in Europe in the past weeks. He's playable as tank on bot lane as well. You can even play him on support. But there's the Briar, okay.
Yeah, there's a lot to say. Back in the day when I was coaching Chachi 6 years ago, we were playing Frozen Heart top lane Varus when going into EU LCS playoffs, so he can for sure pull it out. But a Briar pick is something we didn't see all year.
You know what the different approach is to the way this tournament works? It lets us see who T1 thinks is strongest in the day, because maybe they're like, well, we'll just play maybe something new, something we want to try, and then we can never play it again, but we won't need anything better anyway.
Yeah, I think the scheduling is also genius, because Heretics on paper is the strongest team. So T1 can go the gambling way, and we're all players, you know, we like to, play a little bit. And they maybe not even pick the strongest champion for the first one and keep something juicy for the Heretics, because if all your powder is gone by the last game, you're just over. So T1, I think, recognizes that Heretic is strong, but they are picking right now for sure 2 of the strongest champions. Briar, you will see, is one of the most exciting champions to watch. She will get very low HP. She has this ultimate where she basically hits you, and then she cannot stop running after you until she uses her.
But I think actually the answers that Big has ready are not that bad. We have an execute on Syndra later on when Briar drops low. We have an execute on Varus more or less. Viego is good if it's about executing targets. So I'm not sure if Oner can even get to the stage where he's low HP and lifesteal himself up again.
I would agree, but Briar has first off the ultimate which outranges all of this, and they are stationary turrets, so he can hit Syndra, he can hit Varus. They have the Nico setup, both of them don't have escape. They don't have a tank to really...
we have Akshan actually.
Oh my god, it's so cool.
But is it Akshan mid or is it Akshan top? That's a big question.
But it's not only Akshan, it is T1 Akshan, so it's really... it can be anything. It could also be Nico support, it can be Briar top. I don't want to put myself out of the window right now saying like any of those champions are a particular role, but we see Akshan, of course, mostly in mid lane.
But it could be a good answer to Varus top lane actually.
Maybe as well. Like we said, I don't know how much preparation T1 did into the Varus pick. Guma, do you want to already throw away your Draven?
Don't talk about hover.
I mean,
Do
Draven is
it.
pretty sick. Draven, oh my god.
It's actually locked.
That is really hype, guys.
It's not
We
joking
have
around.
Nico, Briar, Akshan, Draven. Tank, T1 says no thank you. We're going into this tournament. We just want to burst and one-shot everything that stands in our way. And Big is very one-shottable. Like I said, they don't have any tanks. So this comes down to skill. And I'm seeing my prediction. Losing under 20 minutes, or T1 winning under 20 minutes, I think.
Honestly, the thing is, if T1 is successful with this draft, they might as well win in 15 minutes. But if the game is even slightly level at 20 minutes, I think they will struggle with this comp maybe.
But I have to say, we have an all-time pick from Vizichachi.
Yeah.
He played it back in the day when Poppy could target an enemy and get invulnerable for 8 seconds. Yes, guys?
Not overpowered.
Absolutely broken, and this is how we got into the LEC with Unicorns back in the day. So this champion is very, very popular. But
where is everything going? I'm still very confused.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They're just picking, like, pick me this.
Yeah.
My friend. Oh my god.
Finally they can.
Shaco? No way, guys.
Maybe.
We're not gonna see a Shaco game 1.
I mean, Shaco support is actually not that bad. AP Shaco?
I mean, you can say
Could
that about
work.
anything from Keria. Pike? Yeah!
Oh my god.
Let's
Nice.
go!
Pike in the first game.
We have Pike, Briar, Akshan, Nico, Draven. They have so much damage. They don't have... I will say, this is all about outplay and surprising
This
the
is a
enemy.
skill check.
This is a
100%.
skill check. Oh my god. And I really think T1... I want to say that as well. I've been now professionally coaching for 10 years and also playing a world championship and so on and so forth. And as one of those teams, you rarely have the opportunity to pick something that is not considered like the strongest or have to go to your 5th best champion in a situation. I really think that T1 is enjoying themselves here as well. Finally being able to pick something that,
And honestly,
does matter.
you know how it goes in solo queue. When you have the draft on the right side,
Yeah.
you are like should I dodge this?
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but then you win in 15 minutes. It's always those drafts.
Yeah,
that you
I
win
mean, they
the
have
game
4
fast.
AD champions. Nico has only AP. There are some question marks for sure on the T1 comp, but I mean, it's exciting. It's very exciting, very skill check heavy.
It is. Are you disappointed that we didn't see more wacky stuff from Big?
More to come. Oh,
little bit?
Big, yeah. Yeah.
Or maybe counters or?
I'm happy to see the poppy from Chachi, but
Yeah.
yeah, I would have liked to for sure see a little bit more off-ball picks. I think we will have some of that in the future. It's from what I heard
Oh.
internally. Yeah, maybe. So yeah, but let's see if Big can. For now, Big has to literally play T1 unrestrained. Just go in there, join the fray, and it's scary.
But I think that's the only way you can go about it. Like, you can't go in thinking, oh my god, we're playing against T1. Should we maybe take it
Yes.
slow? You have to be 100% confident, try to skill check, even though it might not work out, and at least go down with a bang if you don't make it.
You absolutely
Hyped.
have to. Go ahead.
Yeah, I will say that this is a massive skill check. It's T1. And I do think that it would have been nice to see maybe an off-ball pick, but once again, comfort before anything else, and Big for sure has champions that they can play.
They do. So let's see how it turns out and head over to our casters, Vods and Dracoth.
Thank you very much, Shocks. Moments away now from getting into our first game. Vizichachi Poppy versus Zeus Action. I never thought I would see, maybe on the Korean ladder.
I mean, we're in for a banger, right? We've got some historic European names that we haven't had the opportunity to cast for a while, going up against the reigning world champions of T1. We're on to the Rift, and we're going to get to see Gumayusi and Keria on Draven and Pike to kick things off. It's going to be a bit of a gauntlet today for T1, but they're starting things off with an exciting one.
And all I'm going to say is, I didn't think the odds were super high for the big bot lane until I saw Jessica's mustache. That thing is sick. Now I believe. If this man can't solo kill Gumayusi with a mustache like that, it's not going to happen. We'll have to wait. We'll see. For now, Faker going toe-to-toe with Senkux, a player that Betty and I have not cast in a very long time, formerly known as the Void King.
I do
not
remember
picked
that.
one of his signature options.
I think it was
Time around.
Misfits back when we originally cast them a while ago. Yeah. It's definitely been a while.
This is the Boomer desk. We'll be making exclusively
Yeah,
very old.
We are definitely old. Vizichachi's Poppy. You know, that was something that you couldn't afford to give him back in the day. It's really going to be tested by one of the European legends. Bit of trade in the bot lane.
Nice shout today. Respect. Full committing here on the level 1. Braum passive, obviously incredibly powerful. Usually very tough to fight the Halo Blade's Pike in the early levels. Just too much flat AD, too much early damage. But some solid trading back and forth. Keria continuing to land hooks, but he's a beefy boy there on the bottom side. Got the exhaust, ready to take a bit more damage. Vizichachi, on the other hand,
I mean, he's not going to have a great time against this action, is he? He's doing what he can for the time being, 4 CS to 10, but Zeus going to have all that wave control and the pressure in the early laning stages.
You know the scene in Captain America where he jumps on the grenade?
I do remember that.
Yeah, that's Vizichachi when he locked in Poppy with the enemy team having an knock shot. This man sacrificed himself.
That's Vizichachi, man. He always does it for the team.
Big. So, yeah, we'll see if it's going to be
It's going to be fun when seeing if he can knock this Briar out of the team fights. Of course, Briar, a champion that, well, this is our first opportunity getting to cast her in what will be a professional, semi-professional game event. And it's going to be in the hands of Oner. Now, this is a champion that when people got their hands on it in solo queue, it was a bit of an infest. Obviously, the champion, you lose control, and it's a difficult champion to control. So I'm excited to see what Oner can do with it, but we know that its dueling price, its 1v1 proficiency is terrifying, and the pick potential, the cross-map, the global that you have on the ultimate is something that Big is going to have to be cautious of as we get later on into the game. But the top lane pressure is difficult for Vizichachi to deal with. He's doing what he can. Densi in the topside river looking to grab his first scuttle of the game.
Yeah, a little bit tricky. Obviously, the upfront CC and burst damage of Poppy could be good if they want to play for a gank there, but there's not really much of an angle. Oner clearing through the jungle a little bit faster, has level 4 already. Is he just going to walk at him? The Briar Classic.
Well, he does have to push in top. And he knows that Faker is there to support him. He's looking for cams to steal, but there's nothing up and available. So both junglers just going to go back to base, and Densi can just go grab his Krugs on the bot side of the map.
Yeah, not going to cost Densi too much is the good news, but respectable moment from Oner there, just walking in fearlessly, knowing that he wins the 1v1, and that not really anybody on the side of Big who can come to support at that particular moment. For now, it's just pressure across the map. Nobody's killing anybody yet, which I'll be honest.
Yeah, I mean,
see the Pike Draven lane.
Under 16 minutes, high expectations, 4
Under
minutes
20
in.
for Sheepy. We need a 5-man tower dive around 6 minutes. So we have 1 minute and 30 seconds before all of Big is
alive and well right now.
Yeah, forced to come in, maybe look for this tower dive.
He should be able to secure that. Scuttle Crab as well, no real contest. And yeah, interrupt from him. Ultimate going to be used from Zeus just to help push that wave underneath the tower. Keep your eyes on the supports now as they've gotten their first bait and will start to look to move around the map. Early boots picked up by Keria means that he has his eyes on the mid lane, going to be looking to work with his jungler. His Oner already starting off this dragon. Level 4 dragon secure. Not something that can be quite a scary thing to do in the other game, but then see looks for an opportunity.
Walking up to Zeus. Zeus flash and cleanse available. Can he sidestep this down? He does. Clean movement thus far. Vizicachi, is he going to try to look for the knockback in the wall? Zeus, nice positioning thus far. Just walks away. And he's continuing to auto. The man absolutely fearless. Oh, he's not done. He wants a little bit more. Densey now stepping up. One more stun could just do it, but he's just not able to connect. Here comes Keria. It's the surprise pike. Going in, looking for the hook. Hook not going to connect. Vizicachi wants it so bad. The shield, he can't get it. Burning, ticking down. First blood for T1 on the top side.
Nice play there from both sides. Vizicachi thought he had the damage to take down Zeus. Keria looking for a little bit more. Oh!
Reset now coming through. Keria needs to get the hell out of there. Heroic swing. Densey, how much Akshan has he played? How ready is he for this moment?
I mean, he gets the kill, ends up being a 1-for-1 overall. Zeus playing at the very edge there with such low HP. Densey with the flash. I think it was the flash W, flash Q. I'm not entirely sure he ended up getting that secure, but he draws a kill onto Zeus. 1k gold lead in favor of T1 for now. Keria going to hold that wave for his top laner. With no TP on Zeus, he's doing him a massive favor. That's a lot of farm that's not going to be lost.
True. And holding on to 25 CS advantage at this stage, closer and closer to Blade of the Rune King, which is going to make Vizicachi's life a nightmare. As if this lane wasn't difficult enough. Keria continuing to hit hooks there, but is just gonna die. Vizicachi now gonna go for the knockback, gonna hit both! He's still got it, folks!
He's still got it. It's
He's
the
still got it
himself. Vizicachi punishes Keria. Now there's an opportunity in the bot lane.
Gumayusi, 1, 2, 3, 4. Jessica needs to get out of there, but he flashes back into it. No! Oh, it's embarrassing! In front of so many people, the mustache did not save him.
Gumayusi does not care. He stood his ground, gets to level 6 thanks to the isolated XP, and is able to find a 2v1 kill. Big saw that opportunity, but it resulted in nothing. Densey will secure his Raptors there. But all right, Big going toe-to-toe with T1. The goal difference obviously in favor of T1 for now, but at least Big is willing to fight.
Certainly. That's exactly what you want from a match like this. Just be willing to scrap. Don't go quietly. And Vizicachi here, not here to take shit from Keria. Not gonna lie to you.
He's not. Look at Keria. He's level 4. He's playing at the very edge, but a really nice interrupt means that it's difficult for his teammates to assist, which means that a really good ultimate there from Vizicachi. We don't have time. We're back into the live.
That Briar's going in. She can't control herself. She just has to keep going. The Bloodthirst coming out. The E still available. Now it will. Big damage, but not able to find the kill. Sentuk's now trying to get out to safety. Keria, 2 stacks rather on the concussive blows. We'll start to back away. Both sides walking away relatively unscathed.
Really nice flash ultimate there from Faker. Densey with the ultimate to get away to safety, but still connects onto 2, but the damage isn't quite there for T1, so they can't convert it into any more kills. The gold gap continues to get bigger though. Plates being secured in bot, another plate going to be secured in top lane as well. And T1 just leveraging the pressure that they have over the map. You can see nearly a 50 CS discrepancy in the top lane now. Vizicachi mechanically doing what he can, but the gold doesn't lie. He's still struggling in this lane.
Yeah, kind of tied his own hands behind his back with this pick in terms of the individual 1v1 matchup, but obviously has shown that he knows what he's doing, can get high value out of it as we move later into the game. Biggest concern, if you're hoping for more from Big here, is that T1 haven't really bought their items yet. They are starting to cement a pretty decent gold lead. Once those first items come through, they will be much, much stronger overall. It's going to be that much easier for Guma, as you can see in the picture-in-picture on the side of your screen, as he's grabbing a few more plates. Once Trinity Force is online, it's going to be pretty unplayable on the bottom side.
Yeah, I mean, this Draven, once he gets an early lead, is already a terrifying thing to deal with, but in the hands of Gumayusi as well. It's going to be a challenge. We saw his sidestepping in the World Finals. Let's see how Big can manage it as Densey in a 2v1.
Trouble. Keria, big first damage to no level 6. Can't quite finish the kill. Densey now running. Oner on the chase. Ultimate going to come in from the Draven. Sentuk's still backstepping here, looking to get a little more damage on it. Oner. Sustain is there. Pullback is clean from Keria to stop the potential fall. Now trying to burn down the Briar. They will be successful.
I mean, once you're in, you're in. You know, you don't have much of a choice in that situation.
Yep.
Oner kind of committed to the fight. Keria couldn't assist anymore. Faker wasn't in a position to rotate. Big find themselves the kill lead for now. The Herald not going to be taken though, as 4 members, well 3 members I should say, still hovering around this Herald for T1, and Big instead choosing to reset, spend some of that gold that they've been able to pick up. But not in the worst positions so far. Next Dragon going to be spawning in about 30 seconds. Vizicachi a big health advantage in the top lane.
Yep. Brilliant as Zeus spends, he's not that much stronger. The extended laning, of course, with more lifesteal, maybe gets a little damage. Vizicachi now chasing, going under the tower, going forward to make sure he gets the solo bolo! He still got it! The most veteran player on the Rift just making it work. Oner gonna come in, does not respect the sacred rules of the 1v1, but will grab the kill, will grab the follow-up.
Respect to Vizicachi. Zeus, his wave state was in an awkward position. He wanted to get that last push out, but Vizicachi, knowing that he had the health advantage, knowing that he just got a base off, able to find this kill, sidesteps the ultimate from Oner. Oner then has to commit to the flash, but Vizicachi can walk away proud. Got the world champion top laner. The man's been playing.
Yeah, he might be a world champion. He might be 50 CS on you, but he didn't solo kill you. You got that over him for the rest of this game. That said, now that the Blade of the Rune King's there, it's going to be pretty hard to replicate that particular set of circumstances.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah, there's going to be a lot harder.
Yeah, it's going to be tricky.
But maybe I will say that like Poppy is designed to be a frontline, right? This Akchan, while it can be a bully in lane, if Poppy can get on top, can still take some decent trades. But as you can already see, yeah, that's it's a very nice trade there from Zeus, doing what he can for Vizicachi. Senkux and Faker just continuing to farm in the mid lane, and as we said, that Dragon is now up and available. Densey on the top side of the map though. It's T1 that have control of the bot side. Keeping my eyes on Keria once again. Look at him as he moves out onto the mini-map. Looks like he has his eyes on the top side.
Chachi has to be careful here, though. Staying too long in lane, this low, with no information on where Pyke is, can always be a little bit risky, but they're going to go for a proactive play instead. Nice engage coming through with Vizicachi burning. Senkux can't even finish the job. He just needs to walk up. He just needs to push R, but it's a sneaky little Akchan, and now Senkux has to block the comeuppance. Minions are actually going to do the job for him there, and in goes Keria. Clean sidestep coming in. Faker on the way as well. There's no way Senkux gets out of this one. Just a matter of time. Dark Sphere on the ground, trying to get more space.
It's the fancy feet, Senkux.
One auto. Knockback is there. Zeus waiting over the wall. Senkux just wants to push R on Zeus, and it's not enough damage! He cannot finish the kill. He will go down.
T1 punish the play from Big. Senkux roaming from mid to top, trying to catch Zeus before he can get a reset in, and they're not quite able to do it. You can see here, the overcommitment already made. A really nice ultimate comes through from Keria, secures that kill onto Vizicachi, and then with Faker right to his side, it's an easy secure. Senkux does what he can though, knows he has the flash. If he can get this kill onto Zeus, but the shield comes out from the passive, and that's enough to mitigate any secure. Well played there by T1, and now they ballooned it to a 4K gold lead.
And Oner, once again, in trouble here. But over the wall is Pyke. Nice interruption there, but yeah, not gonna be enough. Senkux will grab that kill. Bit of revenge for what happened on the top side of the map. 2-1 now. The Syndra in the mid lane.
Yeah, I mean, a bit of a mistake there from Oner. We've seen that for the second time in this game.
No, I'm sorry, Vetty. When you overextend on other champions, it's bad play. When you overextend on Briar, it's using the kit as intended.
All right, that's fair.
That's going to be one who's dead.
He's going to use his kit as intended.
Yeah.
He secures himself a nice chunk of gold. With the Trinity Force already completed, the execution from the ultimate will give him a fat sack. Vizicachi now in some danger. The chase comes through from Zeus.
Level 11. Vizicachi just hiding the brush as long as possible. There's the comeuppance. Tower in the area, but Vizicachi holding on. Zeus could probably just redive here.
He's looking for it.
Have to be careful though. A ton of CC obviously for the Poppy. Body block, needs to get him into the tower. Knock up, trying to sidestep, gets the shield, pushes him back.
Chachi?
One more. Chachi! Oh my god! He's so good! Why are you disrespecting this man? Have you seen him play Age of Mythology? Learn his name!
Vizicachi on the Poppy, being recognized internationally right now. You cannot show this man disrespect. They get another kill onto Oner. The goal gap might not be in Big's favor, but they are making a name for themselves as they are fighting toe-to-toe with T1.
They are still horrendously far behind.
So far behind.
So far behind. Even Chachi, despite his heroics, is 1,000 gold behind individually. But some heroic moments nonetheless. T1 obviously slowly but surely just extending this gold lead more and more. 2-0-0 for Guma, the Triforce, the Collector. I don't think anybody can walk into this guy 1v1. And Zeus, you see the idea here. It should be such an easy redive. But Chachi just tanky enough to turn this one around.
Yeah, I mean, he's so low, right? But he realizes he's got to clear out the minions as quickly as possible, so that's exactly what he does. The interrupt gives him a bit of time. Then the knock-up means that it just buys time for the tower to do the majority of the work. The slide back doesn't secure the stun, but it does get Chachi close enough to be able to get enough damage himself to be able to turn the kill around. Extremely well played there by Chachi. Oner can't get that pick onto Chachi with the ultimate either. He ends up getting caught out. Lifesteal, you can see it's absolutely massive from Oner, but it's not enough. As Big find themselves another kill, while T1 will get that tower in the bot lane.
Certainly will. Now Chachi, I imagine, might have a little bit of a harder time sticking around. Keria, nice backstep there. It's the heroic charge.
I did not expect this game to be very focused around the top side of the map. There have been a huge number of ganks here, so many plays.
Uma, instant cleanse, gonna take away from the Bars ultimate. Oner again whiffing on the ult, 0 for 3 on the last couple. Oner now locked up trying to heal, and
he is still figuring this champ out, I feel, Dracos.
Faker now coming to the backside though! 4-man ulti Keria, clean in house! Oner might have been a little bit lost, but the rest of T1 certainly found the difference.
And that is Faker. A beautiful flank from the GOAT himself. Finds it onto 4.
But you see the laughs on the side of Big. They know they've just been entered forever into the
I mean, I would take great pride if I just got 4-man ultimate.
You're in this highlight reel forever.
Yeah.
Oner sprinting it at the start of this play, in this highlight reel forever.
Yep, and then Faker. I mean, he should be spotted, but they tunnel too much on the tower. Proto Belt, flash, ultimate onto 4. Look at the ulti from Gumayusi as well. The combo is flawless. I thought the execution from Keria is what would get himself a triple kill, but it was that Pot Blossom. Faker doing a great job, kind of taking all of the wind out of Big sails.
Yeah, running out of wind at this point, most assuredly. Herald's gonna get summoned mid. Will likely get the charge. No, just enough damage. iProc coming in from Oner to make sure the charge will not go through. That's a bit punishing for the side of Big, but they do have first setup on the Drake here. T1 already at 2. Do not want to let them start stacking up here. Drake's, of course, hit a little bit on the patches between Worlds and now, but still obviously pretty powerful overall. Keria waiting over the wall. The hook will not do it.
Ambitious.
Objective bounty claim. Chachi once again going in. This time his target, Gumayusi. Can he once again 1v1
sidesteps Chachi's ult. Gumayusi continuing that fancy footwork. Oh,
Briar's going in. She's got no choice. She has to. Faker walking up. That's a fake pike. Trying to body block. Keria standing behind. Faker now locked up. Good damage. Faker is going to get taken out. This is Chachi now pushing him forward. That's going to be the reset though. Keria able to get one back, but he instantly gets taken down. Diego resets now coming in. Everything from the Nico going to miss. Densi coming back. Stealing away the pike. Can he catch Zeus? Zeus running. We'll be fine. The play is going to fizzle. Big should be able to break mid here if they can get the wave up, but they just don't have enough creeps to make it happen.
I mean, it's a favorable fight for Big at the very least. They can slow down the momentum of T1. They're able to get a couple kills for themselves, get a bit more gold, means that they can maybe complete a few more items. But T1 kind of testing the limits there with their champions. You'll see here, Gumayusi gets focused down by Chachi. The follow-up is difficult, but look at this sidestep here. Oh, so clutch, able to avoid the ultimate from Chachi. And T1 see this as an opportunity to re-engage. The ultimate comes out from Oner. Leon creates space between him and his and the rest of his team, I should say. But a really nice stun there from Senkux. Delays the engage from Faker, and then Big can actually turn this one around. And while a good ultimate from Keria secures a kill, once Oner's in, there's nothing else that he can do. So Gumayusi forced to flash away, and it ends up being a nice couple kills for Big.
Certainly does. And of course, this is kind of the difficult thing about the T1 composition. You heard them mention it on the desk. A lot of solo queue-esque champions, let's say, with the Briar and the Akshan, and while they certainly have their strong points, you know, they're not the traditional front-to-back scaling option, and you can see in the fights there, if Oner's hitting a priority target, if he's on a backliner, Briar looks oppressive, looks turbo-info. But if you run into Braum or Poppy, you don't do anything, and you die faster than you're going to kill that front.
It's also really easy to just isolate you from the rest of the team, right?
Jessica in trouble, heroic swing. Sidestep there to deny the second half of the Draven. Ultimate Densi now stepping in. Cleanse out from Zeus. Oner in the backside, Senkux set to get taken down here, but surviving just now. Dec gets the reset, can go forward. He is the Briar. Can he turn this back? Faker now going to be forced to use the pop possibility. Zeus on the backside. Here comes Gumayusi. Will he be strong enough? That's one. Faker finds it. Vizichachi now has to run for his life because one reset coming through Keria. Zeus, Jeskla now walking in the TP on the backside as well. Maybe they can keep this one going. Gumayusi going to look for a little bit more. The pushback is there, but the scatter of the week will not connect. Guma tearing through the fight.
Was that a quadra kill for Jeskla? It was. 4 secured for him. Initially, it looked like that he was the one getting caught out by T1, but he's able to turn it around. Nice fight there from Big, demonstrating that, you know what, T1 are getting overzealous in quite a number of these fights. They're really trying to force these plays. They want to make a play for this tier 2. They get the flash out from Jeskla, and then you see here the ultimate coming out from Oner around to the backline. Senkux splashes underneath the tower. The ultimate comes through, which means that they can separate him. Now 3v5. Well, 3v4 I should say. Ultimate only connects onto 1 from Faker. And while they are able to get this kill into Dec, it's just a chase down from the side of Big. Keria doing what he can to get something back. But Jeskla, really nice sidesteps, good auto attacks landed. There's the quadra kill secured, and he says, you know what, I'm not going to take that fight against Gumayusi. I'll take this fight win for now.
Very well played. And it's the Radiant Virtue Varus, which if you haven't seen it, is annoying. Very good, very annoying. This on the backside, healing up already. Keeping Leon healthy as well.
Baron now on the cards. Dragon up in a minute and a half, but you imagine that posturing around this major objective. T1 have shown that they want to fight. They have the gold lead. 3 items completed for Gumayusi, sitting on a BF sword as well. And as I say it, there's the Baron start.
Yeah, Oner with all that sustain makes it pretty easy to shred through this objective. But Vizichachi gonna knock one out. That's a fake Faker in the area. But Zeus untouched means he just gets to shred through Vizichachi's healthy bar, and that is probably one dead Poppy. You don't get a free pick, essentially, just because Big want to walk up and contest and look in this area. Dec waiting in the darkness. Faker over the wall. He hits 2, and instantly the fight is ended before it can even start. Faker on the backside, untouched. Senkux is still standing. Dec still standing. But it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. Oner continuing to step forward. Zeus there as well. Gumayusi, everyone on the hunt. Here comes Keria. Senkux pulled back. Dec's going to need to find a ton of resets to try and turn this when he turns his attention to Oner, but Oner has just too much sustain. It's a double kill for Gumayusi.
A really nice fight from T1 once again. They use the Baron to find that opportunity. Vizichachi overextends. With him gone, T1 used their numbers to find a good collapse. Nice flash over the wall from Faker. Means that he can set up the play for the rest of the team to follow through. And T1 get a convincing fight, and they're looking to secure the Baron.
And you know what? We're past 20 minutes. All of our analysts are wrong. None of their predictions are correct. And that's fair. You know,
I mean,
GP underestimated Vizichachi. I'm sure that's going to feel like a big betrayal.
He's going to regret that for sure.
But here
he oversteps. I guess he thinks the Gumayusi. I don't know. He dies to Gumayusi. The TLDR. Faker though, really nice flash over the wall. Finds it onto 2. Gumayusi with really good damage as well. Oner with the ultimate, and you can see here Big is just forced to retreat. Gumayusi with the chase down. I think that when it came to this draft, T1 was like, let's pick some for fun and let's pick some super try-hard. And if all else fails, you've got Faker and Gumayusi. And they are coming up big right now, 7-0-8 for the Draven.
Yeah, and however tanky Vizichachi thought he was, he's not anymore. That's a Lord Dominic. Scars that out of him strong. And, you know, there's a reason that a lot of these items are disappearing next season, because once 80s hit this threshold, tanks are fake. Right now, Vizichachi, very fake tank. Zeus is going to start to look to shred through. Faker waiting there as well. Guma solo pushing on the bottom side. I don't think anyone can walk up and try to contest him 1v1. Faker going to fish, going to find the knockup onto 1. Zoning away now. Zeus uncontested on the side. Here comes Oner as well. Oner's ultimate used, but did not connect. Big now retreating, buying a bit more space. Varus ultimate gives him a bit of room. Oner not going to get locked up as Guma just continues to push forward. T1 only playing on 1 lane of pressure, however. But they have such a massive gold lead that if Guma autos anyone, I think they die in 2 shots.
I mean, yeah. Yep, there's his 4th item. He doesn't need the tier 2 boots. The cannon will be cleared. You can see Oner has moved over to mid. He's trying to create another point of pressure. Keria's hovering in the fog of war, shadowing between the 2 lanes. Looking for an opportunity with his team. Here comes the next minion wave. Can Big continue the hold? There's a pick.
Pull back over the wall. Senkux pushing the flashback to safety. Come up, it's going to come out, but should be easy for Dec to block, and Zeus gets right on top of him. Zeus playing like an absolute mad lad, slowly gonna get burned down. They don't quite have the damage. Jessica now flashing away. Oner has stepped a little bit too far, but the tower has already fallen. Inhibitor will just be next. And here comes Vizicachi on the flank. It's a long con. He knocks back Faker. It's Guma isolated. It could just be a massive shutdown over the hands of Jessica with the bomb. Braum body blocking all of the shots. 1K shutdown coming through for Deci. Vizicachi keeping the chase going. Fake Faker backing in the brush. Real Faker trying to back as well, but he will get stopped. Faker going away. Will make it out to safety. Big not out of this yet.
But a really nice collapse from Big there. Really good flank from Vizicachi. Again, T1, they are really just playing at the very edge, demonstrating the gold advantage that they have, and they're really trying to throw that wallet around. A very overcommittal dive does secure them the inhibitor, but of course by committing that hard, it makes it easy for Big to be able to turn it around and punish them. Of course, that's not going to close the goal gap. 10K still in the favor of T1. And you're going to see here, forcing the flash out already from Senkux means that Zeus sees an opportunity where he thinks he can dive. This draws the attention away, so as Zeus is committing, they can easily secure the tower. Gumayusi's going to melt through that. But then this flank from Vizicachi, Big can just kind of play the slow game, keep them at arm's length. Really nice stun comes out from Senkux. Oner ends up losing his life initially. Vizicachi with the ultimate to create space, as Faker then can't offer any support. Gumayusi left isolated means that Densi's able to secure a kill.
Yep, and a lot of T1 just using the base gate. Zeus and Keria both using it to get out of dodge. Of course, Zeus is finally going to go down to Senkux on the backside of the fight, but T1 almost able to get out of there with only a single death. Still, the goal does not lie. You can't out-aim your opponent in this game. You can sometimes, but when they're 10K gold ahead of you, it's pretty tricky. You have to outthink them, find better situations.
It certainly is. It looks like they might be waiting for the dragon. I mean, T1 have such a huge gold advantage. I don't think they necessarily need to. They can play on all three lanes if they want to. You can already see Oner moving up towards top. Not the most impressive Briar performance, I will admit.
True.
Oh, Faker forced
But this is now the global standard for Briar and stage games. Just remember this, folks.
This is
You're
the
doing
baseline.
better this in your games. You know, bring it up. Reference this game. Anyway, Keria.
Yeah, just flash into a wall.
Yep.
Yes,
Locked up, taken out. Big will take those.
Hey, the takeaway here is even world champions make mistakes. You know what I mean?
Most certainly. They might be in a league of their own, Vinny, but they are not above reproach.
Well, this is going to slow down the pressure from T1, that's for sure.
I mean,
40 kills in 27 minutes.
A decent pace. I think we can go for like 60, personally.
I reckon
Next
we
one.
can. I mean, if Big make it past 30, I think that that's going to defy definitely the expectations of the analysts. They've done a good job of finding some great fights. I don't think this has been as a one-sided affair. I mean, obviously the gold would say otherwise, but I like the fact that we've been seeing Big go toe-to-toe, look for these skirmishes wherever they can.
I like that they haven't just, you know, walked back, conceded every objective. When T1 has gone for a punch, they have gone for a counter punch. T1 probably favored in terms of gold, in terms of map control for the vast majority of this game, but Big have found their moments. Fake Gumayusi.
I love how people who only tune, like, they don't play the game much, they just tune into competitive, and like they're looking at the champion builds and they're like, why is my Varus building a top laner's build slash support?
Yeah.
Welcome to League of Legends.
This is League of Legends.
Yep, this is what it is.
Radiant Virtue Varus, everybody's favorite.
Yeah, the obvious Giants belt next for Varus.
Little Titanic action. Varus, the Varus classic.
Varus
Can't keep
classic,
it.
yeah. Old school.
Ooh, Briar
Oh,
connected
here we
to
go.
Jessica. That's going to be big. Vizicachi not in the area. He's meanwhile locked up in the mid lane. He can try to TP out of that one. Faker already finding the knockup. Jessica instantly cut down. Leon now running. Deci needs to find the reset onto somebody. He's trying to turn this fight back. He can take away Faker. Maybe he can just turn into the Nico, find the lockup. But Guma's too damn strong. Oner as well, just running in there. It's a triple kill for Gumayusi on the bottom side.
Yeah, I mean, he is the wall that Big cannot get through. He's only experienced one death this whole game. And he may very well be looking to end it right here, right now. Pushing on the bot side of the map with the rest of T1. 30-second death timers on Senkux. 20 on the other two. Big, this could very well be their last line of defense.
Vizicachi. Not going to get anybody. Quick flash out of safety means Vizicachi is in no man's land. Him and Deci are going to be in trouble here. His Oner now walks forward. All of the carries are here. Come up, it's not doing a heck of a lot of damage. Vizicachi's still going to drop there. The pullback as well. And T1's first victory coming through clean. 29 minutes. 46 kill game.